Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg, joined today from Better Business Bureau here in Wisconsin. Lisa's back, and Lisa, today we're going to be talking more from the business perspective. But I think this is great for consumers to listen in too, because you may wonder how businesses handle this, and we're going to talk about how businesses handle customer complaints. For you businesses out there, big or small, complaints come in. They happen. It's okay. Right? Feedback is good, and you can respond appropriately. But when we're looking at taking in a complaint, Lisa, from your perspective, what should a business do? Is it time for panic or is it time for a plan?
Yeah, certainly not time for panic at all. And, like you said, uh, situations always arise, and the important thing is communication. According to a recent survey, 83% of customers told BBB that they're loyal to businesses that resolve customer complaints. So, they'll stay loyal as long as the business addresses the situation and corrects it. So I think a good place to start, for a business really, is trying to resolve that complaint in some way, at least addressing all of the issues that the consumer raises in the complaint. And, just take time to respond, be professional, be prompt, and again, try to solve the problem to the satisfaction of both the business itself and the customer as well. So staying calm and objective and not taking a complaint personally is a good point to start at.
Is it okay for a business to ask questions? So, that the complaint, whatever the complaint is, the business may want to understand a little bit more. And if somebody's really upset about said topic, it might be hard to open up that line of communication. But trying to get the facts, it will help, I think, both ends kind of talking it out, wouldn't you say?
And yeah, absolutely. Can't stress this enough. And, of course, at the Better Business Bureau, this is a lot of times what our operations folks deal with. And that is, consumers contacting us and they're very angry and, they expect some type of resistance. But, we all want to be a little bit sympathizing to diffuse the situation as well. And, understanding how that party feels and just kind of having a friendly, open discussion. Try to not be so defensive, in the beginning. And I think a lot of times what I see personally as well, looking over and reviewing these complaints on a regular basis, is consumers are so upset in the beginning that they don't properly explain their complaint or their situation. So, I think you need a little time to cool down and gather your thoughts together and then, put it all so that it's precise and easy to understand in, full sentences. Start from the beginning. I hired a contractor. I paid this amount of money. I signed the contract on this date. This is what we agreed to, and this is actually what I received. You can make it short, but very clear. So, I would say try to keep those thoughts in a good orderly fashion.
A tip here you have is rebuilding the reputation, and the businesses want to keep a high reputation. So if something comes arise, I have no doubt that they want to rectify whatever is wrong, and keep up their reputation. So how can they do that handling these situations, whatever
Yeah,
they are?
so
They don't know what they are, I suppose, but
right, right. So important because first of all, the backbone of our society is small businesses, and businesses in general, right? So, we want to make sure that, both businesses and customers understand, that, it's very important to keep that reputation, intact, for the consumer not to get too angry and for the company not to get too defensive or take it to heart when a complaint comes in because of course not everybody can be satisfied. So even the best of businesses is they're going to run into a situation where a customer is not necessarily completely satisfied. So you want to make sure that the business has built a good reputation. They're in our community. They're dedicated to their customers, surely. So, let them know that you appreciate them and give them the opportunity to correct the problem.
I like this last tip that I'm gonna pick out of here is be sincere and smile. Like a smile goes such a long ways. Like it, you don't think about it, but truly, I think businesses and generally speaking, it is the people, right? They're people just like everybody else, and those little things can help both ways. So I mean, if something happens and it's not the best thing that happened in the world and it's an unfortunate thing, you still can come back on a positive front and hopefully resolve this many different ways, but adding that personal touch and smile I think goes a long ways.
Yeah, and they say that a smile can be detected even through a phone call. If someone's smiling on the other end, you can't see them, but you can pick up that they are smiling. So, very important, right? So at the Better Business Bureau, our brand really centers around trust. And, Better Business Bureaus, accredited businesses recognize that, trust and integrity and ethics, are all in partnership, with the BBB to help gain confidence to customers. So, definitely be sincere, be honest, be open, be transparent. Those are all, standards that we have businesses uphold when they become accredited. So, I would say make sure that that aligns with the business that's out there that you're doing business with.
I do see you'll see complaints come out or something, but if you do see a business come back and rectify that, and seeing that play out and see somebody saying, I had this negative piece, but they were really quick to respond and share, that story is great, right? I mean, that's a cool way to end, what is the situation, and and they can come back and say, and actually it turned out we laughed at the end because we did talk it out. I did reach out. So if businesses want to learn more about how to respond to negative reviews, to find this material or just find other tips to help them out in this crazy world, how can we do so?
Sure, they can go right to bbb.org or give our office a call. Any of us are happy to talk to a business or a consumer as well, 414-847-6000.
All right, Lisa. Appreciate the time as always. We look forward to check back in with you real soon.